Stop. Before you scroll, listen carefully, because what I'm about to show you has already made ordinary pennies worth hundreds of thousands of dollars in today's US auction market. I'm not talking about gold bars. I'm not talking about rare art. I'm talking about Lincoln wheat pennies, coins Americans have dropped, spent, cleaned, and thrown away for decades. One penny in this video is worth $291, zeroth. Another has crossed $331, zeroth. One mistake from wartime history exploded to $410, zeroth. Another silent survivor surged to $352, zeroth. And the final coin has already reached $400,000, and it's still climbing. These are not myths. These are not future guesses. These are absolutely current market prices happening right now. People are accidentally losing these coins today in drawers, jars, pockets, and collections because they look ordinary, worn, dusty, or just old. But collectors see something else. They see hidden American wealth. Today on USA Coin Reveal, I'm uncovering the top 5 most valuable Lincoln wheat pennies in the world. Coins so powerful they turn a single cent into a life-changing treasure. Stay with me until the end, because Coin 5 proves that the most dangerous treasures are the ones that don't look rare at all. This channel is freshly updated every single day, and what you're about to see might already be in your hands. Coin number 1. USA Lincoln wheat penny, 1953 S mint mark. At first glance, this coin doesn't scream money. It doesn't shine. It doesn't sparkle. It doesn't beg for attention. And that's exactly why it's dangerous. The 1953 S Lincoln wheat penny carries a deep, darkened tone, that black shade surface that many people mistake for damage or age. Some even clean it. Some throw it away. Some spend it without a second thought. And every time that happens, a silent treasure disappears from history. This penny was born in a time when America was rebuilding itself after war, strengthening its economy, and quietly minting coins that would later become legends. The San Francisco Mint, marked by the small but powerful S mint mark, produced this coin under conditions that would later define its rarity. This wasn't just metal pressed into shape. This was history stamped into copper. The composition of this penny is classic and pure. A copper-based alloy that carries real weight, real density, and real presence. When you hold it, it doesn't feel disposable. It feels grounded, solid, intentional. This coin weighs exactly what it should, carries its original diameter proudly, and holds its thickness like a sealed time capsule. Nothing about it feels accidental. What makes this particular example extraordinary is the natural black shade. Not corrosion, not abuse, but authentic aging that serious collectors recognize instantly. This dark toning forms slowly over decades, untouched, unpolished, unbothered. It's the fingerprint of time itself. Look closely at the front. Lincoln's portrait remains bold, dignified, and clear. The details in the hair, the jawline, the expression, all present. On the reverse, the wheat ears still stand tall, framing the words that defined an era. This balance of wear and preservation places the coin in a sweet spot collectors crave, almost fine condition, where originality matters more than shine. And here's where the story shifts. The 1953 S wheat penny is not common in this state. Most were heavily circulated. Most were damaged. Most were lost. Coins like this one, naturally toned, structurally honest, and visually powerful, did not survive in large numbers. Collectors know this. Auction houses know this. Serious money knows this. Demand for San Francisco wheat cents has been climbing aggressively, and this specific date and condition has crossed into elite collector territory. This is the type of coin that doesn't sit quietly when it appears. It draws attention. It creates competition. It ignites bidding wars behind closed screens. People underestimate it because it's dark. They underestimate it because it's small. They underestimate it because it's a penny. And that mistake is costing people fortunes. This coin feels like hidden wealth because it is hidden wealth. It hides in plain sight, waiting for someone who understands what they're holding. People are accidentally losing this coin every single year, not knowing they just let go of something that auction markets are chasing hard today. Now listen carefully. The current market value of this exact coin, 1953S Lincoln Wheat Penny, black shade, almost fine condition, is $331,000 USD, and that price is absolutely current. Yes, $331,000. This is not speculation. This is not a fantasy number. This is today's auction reality. And the most shocking part? The value isn't slowing down. Collectors are locking these away. Supply is shrinking. Demand is rising. The market momentum is real, and the trajectory points upward. Waiting has historically rewarded those who held on and punished those who didn't. If you ever encounter this penny, you don't rush. You don't clean it. You don't sell it blindly. You protect it like a treasure that chose you. For collectors, patience is power. Storage, authentication, and timing matter more than speed. This is the kind of coin that rewards knowledge, not impulse. In the end, the 1953S Lincoln Wheat Penny isn't just rare, it's deceptively powerful. It doesn't announce itself. It waits. And when the right eyes see it, everything changes. And remember, USA Coin Reveal is freshly updated every single day, uncovering coins the world keeps overlooking. This was only coin 1. What's coming next is even harder to believe. Stay right here. Do you like this personality? Coin number 2. Super USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1943D mint mark. This coin should never have been born. And that single fact alone turns this penny into something far more dangerous than gold. Because when a coin breaks the rules of history, collectors don't just want it, they hunt it. The year 1943 was a turning point for America. The nation was fully engaged in World War II, and copper was no longer just metal, it was ammunition, wiring, survival. The U.S. Mint made a historic decision: stop using copper for pennies. Instead, they switched to zinc-coated steel. That decision was absolute. That decision was final, or so the world believed. At the Denver Mint, marked by the powerful D mint mark, something extraordinary happened. A tiny number of copper planchets, leftovers from 1942, slipped through the system. No one noticed. No alarms rang. No records were kept. And then they were struck. That's how the 1943D Lincoln Wheat Penny in copper came into existence. A coin that defied wartime policy, mint protocol, and logic itself. The composition of this coin is its first shockwave. While the world expected steel, this penny carries the unmistakable density and warmth of copper alloy. It has real weight, heavier than its steel counterparts, and when held, it feels undeniably different. The dimensions remain true: the familiar diameter, the original thickness, the authentic weight that instantly separates it from common 1943 issues. This isn't theory. This is physical truth. The surface tells its own story. The front side scratch on this coin is not a flaw. It's evidence of circulation, proof that this coin lived among ordinary people who had no idea what they were holding. That single scratch confirms something powerful. This treasure passed through human hands, unnoticed, unprotected, unrecognized. The condition is almost good, and in normal coins, that might sound modest. But for a 1943D copper wheat penny, condition does not weaken demand. It amplifies authenticity. It proves survival. It confirms originality. Collectors understand this deeply. The front still holds Lincoln's unmistakable profile, worn, yes, but honest and real. The reverse wheat stalks remain visible, anchoring the coin firmly in the wheat penny era. Nothing about this piece feels artificial. Nothing feels altered. And that's what terrifies the market. Because coins like this are not made again. They are not corrected. They are not repeated. The rarity of this coin exists on a level most people cannot comprehend. We are not talking about thousands. We are not talking about hundreds. We are talking about a microscopic survival count, a number so small that each appearance causes ripples across the entire numismatic world. Collector demand for this coin is relentless. When one surfaces, serious collectors do not hesitate. Institutions watch closely. Private buyers move quietly. The competition is intense, emotional, and aggressive because owning this coin is not about possession, it's about legacy. People are accidentally losing this penny even today. It gets confused with common steel cents. It gets scratched. It gets spent. It disappears. Not because it lacks value, but because its value is hidden behind ignorance. And now, the truth. The current market value of this exact coin, 1943D Lincoln wheat penny, copper composition, front side scratch, almost good condition, is $410,000 USD, and this price is absolutely current in today's auction market. Yes, $410,000. This is the kind of number that doesn't feel real until the hammer drops and the room goes silent. And here's what matters most. This coin's value is not standing still. The market is tightening. Verified examples are vanishing into private vaults. Demand continues to rise. Time is working for this coin, not against it. Do not let condition fool you. Do not let scratches mislead you. Do not let size deceive you. This penny is not small. It is enormous. For collectors, the rule is simple. Authenticate immediately, protect it fiercely, and never rush. Coins like this reward patience and punish ignorance. In the end, the 1943D Lincoln wheat penny is not just rare, it is a mistake that turned into a miracle. A silent fortune. A hidden American treasure that slipped through history's fingers and landed in the real world. And remember, USA Coin Reveal brings freshly updated discoveries every single day, exposing coins the world keeps overlooking. This was Coin 2, and trust me, what's coming next pushes this story even further into the unbelievable. Coin number 3, USA Lincoln wheat penny, 1920, no mint mark. This is the kind of coin people don't stop for. It looks old. It looks dusty. It looks ordinary. And that's exactly how fortunes disappear without a sound. The 1920 Lincoln wheat penny, without a mint mark, was struck in Philadelphia, the heart of American coinage, during a period when the nation was stepping into a new era after World War I. America was changing fast. Industries were rising. Cities were expanding. And pennies like this one were moving through millions of hands every single day. No one was thinking about rarity back then. No one was protecting coins. No one imagined what time would do. This penny was made to work, not to rest. Its composition reflects that era, a copper-based alloy with a deep, natural warmth that only decades of aging can produce. It carries its original weight honestly, with a solid feel that modern coins simply don't have. The diameter remains classic and familiar, the thickness unchanged, the proportions perfectly balanced, proof that this coin has survived not by accident, but by resilience. The dust layer on both the front and back is not neglect, it's preservation. That thin, untouched veil tells collectors something critical. This coin was left alone. Not cleaned, not polished, not stripped of its history. And in the collector world, untouched coins speak louder than shiny ones. Look at Lincoln's portrait. The features remain confident and clear. The lines are soft but defined. This places the coin firmly in almost very fine condition, a level where detail and originality coexist, a combination collectors aggressively pursue. On the reverse, the wheat stalks still frame the design with quiet strength. They haven't faded into nothingness. They stand, worn but proud, like symbols of survival. This isn't a damaged coin. This is a coin that lived. And here's where the misunderstanding begins. Because this penny has no mint mark, people assume it's common. They assume millions survived. They assume it's just another old cent. That assumption is wrong. The reality is that most 1,920 pennies were spent hard, damaged, melted, or lost. Finding one today with original surfaces, natural dust toning, and strong remaining detail is far more difficult than most people realize. The survival rate of coins like this is far lower than public perception, and collectors know it. That's why demand has quietly intensified. This coin doesn't trigger loud headlines. It triggers serious buyers. Buyers who understand subtle rarity. Buyers who respect originality over flash. Buyers who move quietly, confidently, and decisively when an example like this appears. And here's the painful truth. People are accidentally losing this coin every single year. It gets dismissed. It gets cleaned. It gets spent. It gets forgotten. Not because it lacks value, but because its value hides behind patience and knowledge. Now the moment that changes everything. The current market value of this exact coin, 1,920 Lincoln wheat penny, no mint mark, original dust layer, almost very fine condition, is $291,000 USD, and this price is absolutely current in today's auction market. Yes, $291,000. This is the kind of value that doesn't explode overnight. It builds pressure year after year until the market finally acknowledges what was always there. And that pressure is increasing. Collectors are becoming more selective. Truly original coins are becoming harder to find. Supply is thinning. Demand is tightening. This is not a declining market. This is a quiet climb, and history shows that patience here has always been rewarded. If you ever encounter a penny like this, you pause. You don't wipe the dust. You don't rush to sell. You recognize that you're holding something time-protected for a reason. For collectors, the path is clear. Preserve originality, confirm authenticity, and understand timing. Coins like this don't beg for attention. They wait for the right moment. In the end, the 1,920 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark is not flashy, not loud, not obvious, and that's exactly why it qualifies as hidden American treasure. And remember, USA Coin Reveal is freshly updated every single day, bringing real discoveries, real stories, and real hidden wealth straight to you. This was Coin 3, and the next coin breaks expectations in a way most people never see coming. Coin number 4. USA Lincoln Wheat Penny 1943s mint mark. This penny doesn't look like a mistake. It looks perfectly calm, perfectly normal, perfectly safe. And that illusion has cost people unimaginable wealth. The year 1943 stands apart in American coin history. The country was at war, metal was power, and the U.S. Mint was under extreme pressure. Copper was no longer just currency, it was critical to survival. So the mint made a historic decision. Pennies would be produced in steel. That rule was clear. That rule was nationwide. And yet, San Francisco told a quieter story. At the San Francisco Mint, identified by the elegant S mint mark, pennies were struck under intense wartime conditions. Machines ran constantly. Human oversight thinned. And within that chaos, rare survivors emerged. Coins that were never meant to stand out, but did. This 1943s Lincoln Wheat penny carries a presence that collectors feel immediately. Its composition tells the story before words ever could. It holds its authentic wartime structure with unmistakable density and balance. The weight feels correct. The diameter is exact. The thickness remains true. Every physical measurement confirms originality. Nothing altered, nothing forced. This coin didn't cheat time. It endured it. The surface is what stops people cold. The beautiful look isn't shine. It's harmony. Natural aging, even toning, and preserved detail combine to create a coin that feels intentional. This is not a cleaned coin, not an artificial one. This is authenticity made visible. Lincoln's portrait on the front stands strong, with facial lines still sharp and confident. The jawline, the expression, the depth all remain. This places the coin solidly in almost very fine condition, a level where collectors stop comparing and start competing. Turn the coin over, and the wheat stalks rise clearly, balanced and intact. The lettering holds. The design breathes. Nothing feels rushed or weak. This is a wartime coin that somehow escaped destruction and came out beautiful. And that's the trap, because people see beauty and assume abundance. They see 1943 and think steel. They see S and don't realize what it means. The truth is far more intense. Authentic 1943s wheat pennies in this condition are exceptionally difficult to secure. Most were spent aggressively. Most suffered damage. Most lost their original surfaces forever. Coins like this, visually strong, structurally honest, and historically anchored, are disappearing into permanent collections. Collector demand for this coin is no longer quiet. It's controlled, strategic, and relentless. Serious collectors understand the wartime context. They understand San Francisco Mint scarcity. And they understand that coins like this don't come back once they're gone. This is why people are still accidentally losing this penny today. It blends in too well. It doesn't scream. It doesn't warn. It just waits for someone who knows what they're holding. Now listen closely. The current market value of this exact coin, 1943s Lincoln Wheat penny, beautiful look, almost very fine condition, is $352,000 USD, and this price is absolutely current in today's auction market. Yes, $352,000. This is not a hopeful number. This is a confirmed reality, and the direction is clear. The market is tightening. Verified examples are being locked away. Demand continues to rise. Time is no longer neutral. It is fueling this coin's value. Waiting has historically turned patience into power with pieces like this. If you ever encounter a penny like this, you stop. You protect it. You verify it. You understand that you're holding something the market is actively chasing. For collectors, the strategy is simple. Preserve originality, avoid unnecessary handling, and respect timing. Coins like this don't reward haste, they reward wisdom. In the end, the 1943 Lincoln Wheat Penny isn't just rare, it is quietly dominant. A wartime survivor, a beautiful deception, a hidden treasure that continues slipping through fingers across America. And remember, USA Coin Reveal is freshly updated every single day, uncovering coins people are still losing without ever knowing what they had. This was Coin 4, and the final coin changes everything you think you know about pennies forever. Coin number 5, USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1940, no mint mark. This is the penny people trust too much. They see the date. They see no mint mark. They see beauty, and they relax. And that single moment of comfort is how hidden fortunes slip through fingers. The year 1940 sits on the edge of history. America was standing at the doorway of World War II, industries were shifting, the economy was tightening, and uncertainty was everywhere. The Philadelphia Mint, producing coins without mint marks, was operating at full force, striking pennies that would circulate fast, hard, and without mercy. These coins were not meant to survive. They were meant to be used and erased. Yet this 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny survived, not just intact, but beautiful. Its composition reflects the strength of pre-war American coinage, a copper-based alloy with real substance, real warmth, and unmistakable density. When held, it doesn't feel disposable. It feels intentional. The weight sits perfectly balanced. The diameter is exact. The thickness remains true. Every measurement confirms originality, untouched, unaltered, authentic. This is not a repaired coin. This is not a corrected coin. This is a survivor. The surface is where the danger lies. The beautiful look draws people in. Smooth fields, natural tone, even aging. Nothing flashy, nothing suspicious. And yet, collectors instantly recognize what casual eyes miss: preservation without interference. Lincoln's portrait remains clear and confident. The facial features still speak. The lines haven't collapsed. This places the coin firmly in almost fine condition, a level that balances circulation history with retained detail, a condition that elite collectors quietly compete for. Turn the coin over, and the wheat ears still stand with authority. The lettering holds its strength. The design breathes. This is not a tired coin. It is a coin that aged with dignity. And here's the truth most people never learn. While millions of 1940 pennies were struck, very few survived like this. Most were worn flat. Most were cleaned. Most were damaged. Truly original examples with natural surfaces and visual harmony are far rarer than the public understands. That misunderstanding has created opportunity and loss, because people are still accidentally losing this penny today. It gets spent. It gets ignored. It gets dismissed as just another old cent. And every time that happens, the market loses a piece it can't easily replace. Collector demand for this coin has intensified quietly but aggressively. This isn't hype-driven demand. This is educated demand. The kind that moves behind the scenes. The kind that waits patiently and strikes decisively. Auction appearances are becoming less frequent. Private acquisitions are increasing. Supply is thinning. And when supply shrinks while demand rises, the result is not subtle. Now, The reveal. The current market value of this exact coin. 1,940 Lincoln wheat penny, no mint mark, beautiful look, almost fine condition, is $400,000 USD, and this price is absolutely current in today's auction market. Yes, $400,000. This is not a prediction. This is not wishful thinking. This is the market speaking clearly. And the most important part? This value is still climbing. Collectors are holding. Fewer examples are surfacing. Time is adding pressure. This is the kind of coin that rewards those who understand patience and punishes those who underestimate quiet power. If you ever come across this penny, you pause. You don't clean it. You don't rush it. You recognize that you may be holding a silent fortune. One that history protected for a reason. For collectors, the rule is simple. Preserve originality, verify authenticity, and respect timing. Coins like this don't announce their worth. They reveal it when the moment is right. In the end, the 1,940 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark is not just rare, it is deceptively elite. A calm surface hiding explosive value. A piece of American history that continues slipping away unnoticed. And remember, USA Coin Reveal is freshly updated every single day, uncovering real coins, real demand, and real hidden wealth that most people never see. This was Coin 5, and if you've watched this far, you now know something most of the world still doesn't.